Hello everyone. Our today's topic is rainwater harvesting. That is a small topic chosen from the environmental science, basic civil engineering. So, as we know, in today's time, the water is really very needy. Like without water, we can do nothing. Water is very important because the water is the most common or major substances on the earth, covering more than 70% of earth's planet surface. So all living things consisting consist mostly of the water. For example, the human body is about two-thirds water. Worldwide distribution of water is like oceans. The percentage of total volume is 94.2 percentage is in oceans, and just 4.1% is on groundwater, like fresh and saline total. So the water available on the ground is really very less in comparison to the our need. So we have to conserve water. So now you will understand what is the rainwater harvesting. So before understanding the rainwater harvesting, we will discuss the advantages of rainwater, because the rainwater is environmental advantages and purity cover other water options make it the first choice, even though the precipitation cycle may fluctuate from year to year. Like environmental advantages is there, or the qualitative advantage is also there due to the rainwater. So now we will understand the rainwater harvesting, like what is harvesting, how it functions, how we can conserve water by using rainwater harvesting. So for our water requirement, we entirely depends upon river, lakes, and groundwater, as we know. So however, rain is the ultimate source that feeds all these sources. Rainwater harvesting means to make optimum use of rainwater at the place where it falls, or is conserve it, and not allowed to drain away and causes flood elsewhere. So rainwater harvesting is useful to conserve water, or it also avoids the flooding conditions. So the rainwater harvesting may be defined as the technique of collection and storage of rainwater at the surface or in subsurface aquifer before it is lost as surface runoff. So the augmented resources can be harvested whenever needed. Now we'll discuss the need of rainwater harvesting, like why it is required to harvest rainwater. So water is one of the most essential requirement for existence of living beings, as we know. So surface water and groundwater are two major sources of water. Due to overpopulation and higher usage levels of water in urban areas, water supply agencies are unable to cope up the demand from surface sources like dams, reservoirs, rivers, etc. So this has to lead digging of individual tube wells by house owners. Even water supply agencies have resorted to groundwater sources by digging tube wells in order to augment the water supply. So in rural areas also, government policies on subsidized power supply for agricultural pumps and piped water supply through bore wells are resulting into a decline in water table. So the solution to all these problems, like water table declining, and due to overpopulation, the water demand is also increasing. So to avoid all these problems, so the solution to all these problems is to replenish groundwater bodies with the rainwater by man-made means. So there are various advantages of rainwater harvesting. The first is to promote adequacy of underground water. The second, it mitigates the effect of droughts, because if we conserve water during droughts, we can use it, so it can mitigate the effect of droughts. It also reduces soil erosion as surface runoff is reduced, because if we'll conserve the rainwater harvesting, or we'll store the rainwater in the tank, then it will not go in the runoff, so it will not erode the soil, because runoff on the soil, it will erode, it will causes the soil erosion. So ultimately, and the rainwater harvesting system will reduce the soil erosion, and it also decreases load on the storm water disposal system. It reduces flood hazards because by conserving water or storing water, the flood conditions will reduce. And it also improves ground water quality or decreases salinity by dilutions. It prevents ingress of seawater in subsurface aquifers in coastal areas. It improves groundwater table, thus saving energy to which we can waste it in the lifting water. So we can save that energy by using rainwater harvesting. And the cost of recharging subsurface aquifer is lower than surface reservoirs. The subsurface aquifer also serves as a storage and distribution system. No land is wasted for storage purpose, and no population displacement is involved, because the we can in rainwater harvesting we can use the underground water tank. So the land is not used, like not wasted for storing water. And we the population displacement is not also not required, like wherever people are living, they can live there even if you are using rainwater harvesting. And storing water underground is environmental friendly. That is we have seen, as we see in our practical life, that is environmental friendly. Now we'll see how rainwater harvesting is very potential. So the total amount of water that is received in the form of rainfall over an area is called the rainwater endowment of the area. So out of this, the amount that can be effectively harvested is called rainwater harvesting potential. So the rainwater endowment can be defined or can be calculated by area of catchment multiplied by amount of total rainfall. So all the water which is falling over an area cannot be effectively harvested due to various losses on account of evaporation, spillage, etc. So because of these factors, the quantity of rainwater which can effectively be harvested is always less than the rainwater endowment. So the collection efficiency is mainly dependent on factors like runoff coefficient and first flush wastage, etc. As we know, runoff is the term applied to the water that flows away from catchments after falling on its surface in the form of rain. Runoff from a particular area is dependent on various factors like rainfall pattern and quantity. Catchment area is also affected by, or the runoff also depends on the catchment area characteristics. So for determining rainfall quantity, the rainfall data, preferably for a period of at least 10 years, is required. This data can be collected from meteorological department. So for determining the pattern of rainfall, the information may be collected either from meteorological department or locally. The pattern of rainfall in a particular catchment area influence the design of rainwater harvesting system. So basically, runoff depends upon the area and type of catchment over which it falls, as well as surface features also. So runoff can be generated from both paved and unpaved catchment areas. So to calculate annual water harvesting potential, we can use this formula given here: amount of rainfall into area of catchment multiplied by runoff coefficient. For better understanding this rainwater harvesting potential, we can use this example given here. Considering a building with flat terrace, area given is 10 meter square, located in Delhi. Let's assume the average annual rainfall in Delhi is approximately 600 mm. The runoff coefficient for a flat terrace may be considered as 0.85. Then what will be the annual water harvesting potential for that particular area? You can calculate by using this above formula: amount of rainfall into area of catchment into runoff coefficient. So all data are given in this example. We can use these data to solve or to find out rainwater harvesting potentials. So this was all about the brief introduction of rainwater harvesting. In the next lecture, we will go through the various methods of rainwater harvesting or the various components which is to be used to make rainwater harvesting system. Thank you.